What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series that you put on in the background as you hobby or paint, do your stuff. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. But generally I use these for, when I listen to them from other people, I hobby along with them. And that's what this is aimed at, getting our unpainted stuff painted. The next stage of our project's done or completed, whatever. The dirge of repetitive stuff. It doesn't have to be repetitive, of course. But anyway, you're going to need some models and paints, glues, whatever, to do your hobby. I'm on the Mansions of Madness, as you know. We're on Father Mateo today. That chappy there. Doing that on the screen. And I have him here. He's all primed, of course. And so let's get to the bench. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, here we are. Just put my timer on. That's Father Mateo. Put my glasses on. I'm trying to get one of these done a day, and he looks like probably, possibly the simplest model out of all of them that I'm doing. And I'm wondering, actually, on the color schemes. Yes, I am. So I'm wondering what to do for him. Let me just type in, see what they come up with. Father Mateo. Mansions of Madness, here we go. Right, well, some have got him jet black, some have got him in off black. I think that's what I'll go for. He's fairly dark of skin, of course. Oh, sorry, I'm actually replying to someone. But the clip on. I'll tell you the story in a sec. Just keep looking at this guy. I'll face him to you. Jack on the mic is not fixed. No, it is loose. It from being fully plugged in. Alright, have that. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. I'll give them this though, they came back quite quick, so I literally messaged them just before I put the camera on. So anyway, the artwork I've seen, the little artwork I've seen, he's in brown, but they've got him in a kind of black off. I'm gonna do him. I might do him as the skin that's slightly darker than normal. Beastigore flesh, maybe Ungor flesh. I'll put him as a bronze flesh tone. I'll give him Right, confession. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start him with the flesh, the skin, as I usually do. So sorry about that. Right, the tale of the saga is I've got an expensive audio recording device, over £100 worth, and the lapel mics I use to go with it are cheap, like £3 affairs. And I just thought, do you know what? I need a more expensive one to go with it to really, you know, do it justice. Right, I put a bit of bronze flesh tone in there. Thank you for bearing with me there. That was a little rude, but I've been held back all day by things. You ever get that feeling, you know, that everything's like against you? That's a little too big. I need a brush. Don't we all? I need a brush that's not going to fall apart on me. Or it's not too big, I should say. It might be this one I use. Yes, I think it is. So we'll put a bit of water in there. I'm just mixing it up a bit. And that'll do. Stuff it. I'm going to use a detail brush. So I'm going to start on his skin with bronze flesh tone. Because everybody's got different, like a pallor of skin, complexion, and you know, he looks like he could be from, well, the model looks like he could, the painted models I've seen looks like he could be from a warmer climate of the world. I don't know, but the artwork says otherwise, but you know, what the heck, we're here now. I can always come back in after and go over it again if I don't like the results. There's no reason I shouldn't know. I did my barbarian in the bronze flesh tone, which, you know, makes sense to me. And yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I got this mic, and the jack plug, the coupling on the jack plug is loose. It's stopping it from being plugged fully into the device, and it's, yeah, because the coupling is loose on the jack plug and you can't force it on. I'm not going to do that, so I've just messaged them and said, like, you know, it's faulty here. So they came back saying, what device are you trying to use it with? So I told them. Right, okay. So like I say, people have got him depicted in black robes. Artwork says brown, but I think black would be better. I think it'll have more of an impact. I think so anyway. Let me get some towel. It's funny because the last on the bench I uploaded the first kind of clip of the after the intro. It's kind of frozen on me, just picture of me. Weird. That's happened, and yet when I play the clip back on my laptop, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. But anyway, right. So I'm going to use an off black. So. Looking for black grey. That's German grey. I don't know. It's black grey, German grey. Let's compare the two. I need a side-by-side comparison. a bit of water over there to mop up. As you can see, this is a different angle. And I'm trialing this. This could be the future. I quite like the look of it on the screen. So I'm just shaking my 2 pots of Vallejo German grey and black grey. Whew. Right, black grey. Oh. Well, that's a big. That's black grey. German grey. There's not a lot in it, I'll be honest. Black grey's on the left. Right, these numbers are probably fairly close. No, they're not. Now, what can I see him in more? What looks more as like a faded cloth? That is tricky. I think I might go German grey, you know. German grey. Yes, I'm going German grey, folks. I'll get rid of that paper towel. I have quite the abundance of it, so I'm good. Right. So let's pop some German grey in here. I put quite a bit in there. So bronze flesh tone we've used, German grey I'm using now. And I'm going to pop a bit of retarder in it, a couple of drops actually. 1, 2, and quite a bit of water. So I want to get a good consistency here. I think that might be okay. I think he says. I'm going to use a regiment brush, so I'll wash this one out so that I know which is my junk one. 12 minutes in already. Good job, he looks like an easy one to do. Okay, so German grey robes. I'm going to do light grey trousers or brown trousers even for him, because you don't see much of that. And yeah, I think when he's washed, have a null oil wash on there as well, which will help. Speaking of wash, I've got to wash, literally wash, the monster figures for Mansions of Madness because I'll get them done as soon as. I'm probably going to airbrush the primer onto them. Oh, I don't know though. I don't know because I prefer the personal touch. When I say personal touch, I mean the brush touch, so I can see, get used to the model, work out what colours I want to do them and stuff. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. think I'll give him jet black hair. I'm going to give him a red sash though, like a lot of people have done, it would seem. Wow, this is awkward. Still, I suppose if you can't see underneath, it doesn't matter really. But I think I've got everywhere there. I had one of those weird nights. Some nights I troll YouTube. I find some really great videos in that, but I had one of those nights where I got caught up in the music thing, loop as it were. I found, you know, like a particular song, and I kept looking at different covers of said song, and yeah, I couldn't get enough of it. I was just listening to it over and over again. It was weird, like I was trapped in like a scratch record. Yeah, German black, German grey, I think it's called. German grey, not German black, German grey. Black grey was the other one. This is German grey. It's Father Matthias. What can he do then? Action. Another investigator within range becomes focused. Activate this ability only once per round. I don't know what that means yet, but I'm looking forward to finding out. I'm thinking this might be a good route to go with tutorials. See, I've done the first tutorial for this year. He's not uploaded yet though, because he encountered a problem uploading, which is weird. Right, I think he is done, my son. Yeah, he's done with that layer. That was quite watered down as well, but not vastly so. I don't think I'll need a second coat though. So it's quite thick when it came out, that. So I'm going to wash my brush with the soap now. Okay, so I'm looking at him thinking, right, okay, I need to double check what looks good on other people's pictures. Again, that's where I get inspiration from, other people's images. Alright, they're giving him a gold crucifix. Was it a cross? Crucifix is with a crucifix is different to a cross. Cross is a cross. A crucifix is a cross with Jesus or whoever on it. Yeah. Right, T. Glorious gold. King colour. Glorious gold. I've got another pot of water for metallics, which is good. I've just got to remember to use it. Sometimes I don't remember. Pop that there. Pop that there. And I need to tiny bit of water. Mix that up and remember to put it in the other pot. Haha, remembered. Haha, remembered. Yeah, that's a bonus. Right, I'm just shuffling my chair forward. Right. Let's get this gold on here. I think he'll be quite a fun character to play. I'm so looking forward to playing Mansions of Madness. I can't tell you. Once they're up and running, it's going to be brilliant. Okay, I'm not too worried if you could see that on this, but it's handy to know for future reference, what with tutorials and all. Just being careful on the bottom there. Right, okay. I think that's it, I think. Right, that's the other jar for the cleaning of the brushes. Excellent. Right, definitely tea time again now. Alright, so black hair I will be definitely using. They've given him like a white, for his white collar obviously. Yeah, it's going to be really easy to do. So what shall I use? Actually, my Zombicide Dead Black. Dead Black, yes, we'll use that. Still, yeah, made in France. Just give it a bit of a shake. Right, and thin it down. Bit more water, I think. Yeah, I think that's about perfect. Now, hair. I think we'll go hair and shoes for black. I'm just trying to get the edges. I thinned it down enough so that the white is showing through, which I'm hoping will get rid of the need for dry brushing, and I think it will. Right, looking at the thing, I've got a female to do next. I can't remember her name. She's depicted as being of Asian descent on the artwork, or some of the artwork, I must say. Not all the artwork. Get his shoes done down here, or at least a layer of his shoes done, seeing as we have the black out. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I really did thin this, didn't I? Some of the Zombicide paints I remember as, and still experience as, being quite thickly pigmented. So I think I can be forgiven for thinning down quite a bit. But like I say, on the hair it works a treat, because it's quite useful. Yeah. Okay. Looking good already, sir. You know, I'm going to give him a fist on red sash. Yes, I am. I think I need to wait a bit for that. Do I need to touch up any of his skin tone? Just going to touch up his hand there and here. He's actually a really good figure, quite like him. I don't know what's going to work out best as an investigator for Mansions of Madness. I'm sure those of you that have played the game will know better than anybody whether a priest be any better than a butler or not. I don't know. Now I've gone over the robe. Oh, I don't know. I think that's him. Yep, that's him. Right. We're nearly halfway in, which is a bit of a shock to me. Start shaking up the Mephiston red, because that's the colour his sash is going to be. Yeah. I know I've got to do white for his dog collar, or yeah, it's going to be a dog collar. Yeah, I don't want it to be kind of running or anything, you know. Oh, I see the gap where the dog collar goes. Maybe try and get that in. Bit of white scar. It's such a small area, it's just a blob really. I may use my insane detail brush. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, I'm not going to chance it any more than that. Once again, mostly army painter brushes I'm using. So he's got his dog collar on. It's just trousers and sash-cloth now, and then we'll do some shades and highlights. Trousers, I'm thinking to have a light brown for his trousers. Balor brown, no. Beige brown. Yeah, beige brown. That's going to be the colour of his trousers. Shake that up a bit. Yeah, I'll just lay it down there. Brown beige. But in the meantime, he's going to have fist on red. Ooh. I've said it many times, but my fist on red is my absolute favourite red. Bar none. Oh, I just love it. I love the texture, I love the pigmentation, I love the purity of the colour. Yeah. Your water soon gets messy, doesn't it? Cough. Good job, that's an old brush. Right. Can we go character brush with that? Thinking maybe we can. There's not a lot of difference between the character brush and the detail brush, but sometimes it's just enough, you know. Right. Red sash. No, I like this red. I had a thought in my mind and I said maybe you should have gone for a darker red like burnt red or corn red, but no, I like this, I think. Come in. I've got to cut it now anyway, so you might as well come in.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
What?
Yes, my love.
I'm sorry, darling.
It's not a problem. I'll just cut it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darker.
What's darker?
My hair.
Oh.
She hasn't pulled all the curls out to give it more longevity.
Ah.
See that? Darker.
Oh yes, it is. Now that you've mentioned it, yeah.
Did you not see it?
I've got these glasses on which are...
viewers, he did notice his wife had his head, not her head.
This won't be on film anyway.
I'm gonna go in.
No, I had got these glasses on. It's just like goggle glasses. And I can't see distance very well.
Oh, I have to cut this out now. I'm sorry, darling.
It's all right, right?
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to it then.
Yeah. Okay. I'm holding this up to denote when I'm cutting back in. Sorry, that was just my wife. My wife had been out getting her hair done and stuff. And she didn't realize I was filming. I said, that's fine, you know, it's not a problem, just cut it out. Not a problem. As I'm doing this, I just didn't want to be packing this up for the day, you know. So I want to get these models done. I really need to get these models done. I do apologise, I've completely lost track of what I was saying, but that's alright. I'll probably come back to it at a later date, or not a later date, on a later time in this video, who knows. We're over the halfway point, and like I say, this is an easy model to paint. He looks like the Necron of Mansions of Madness. He was simple, black robes, blah blah blah. Black robe, skin, red sash, done. And trousers. There's a couple of areas I'm going to have to touch up, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Fist on red sash. It's really raining outside though. I noticed that when my wife opened the door. God, it's certainly cold since she's opened the door. Don't take long for the cold to set in. I'm so glad I've got my heater on out here. She accused me of not noticing her hair. I said, well, I've got these goggle glasses on which are not suited for far away stuff, so you gotta forgive me. I think I can get away with that. Yes, I think I can. I'm liking how this looks. I'm liking it a lot. Just good. I'm going to change out my brush actually to a detail brush now, so I can. Not like I say, not that it's a lot of difference in it, but I want to get the tops of the sash down. Off camera, huh? Up a bit. I wonder sometimes if the camera falls down because I don't have it tightened up enough. Oh yeah, it's annoying about my microphone. I was hoping to test it out today when it arrived. And it arrived quick, so these things happen, you know. There. That works for me. Let's go back to. I said I needed a bit of touch up, didn't I? Oh, come on, follow me. There. I said he needed a bit of touch up on the back there, somewhere higher in there. There. It could be that I caught the caught it with my fingers as I was moving the model around. I mean, I got him on this lid, but I mean, it's not ideal, really, is it? It's more helpful than without the lid. I've got such big hands, that's the problem. Right, now trousers time. Beige brown, so I'm going to give that a shake. There's only 5 colours in and he's looking pretty good to me. Not even any washes on him yet. Use this palette. Beige brown. I'll pop that there. Put that down. Back to character. Back to a character brush, I think. Move that out my way. See, he's all the way over there now. I think I might have been saying something about I can't wait to play Mansions of Madness, and I can't. I really can't. It's going to be so cool, and the best bit is I can play solo, which means anytime I want to play, I can play. And I like these games at the start when you've just got the initial box, like, you know, no expansions or whatever, because things get complicated. They seem to anyway. I mean, my Zombicide takes forever and a day to set up now because I've got so many miniatures for it. Probably got more miniatures for that than I have materials, you know. Right. Gotta be honest, I really love board games, miniature board games. Really love them. Yeah, I think he's looking quite good there. Where's the camera? There. No, that's not a bad shot of him. Not bad at all. So my next thing, really, I suppose, would be to base him, but I need to finish his shoes up first. Or would I say they're done? A little tricky because, yeah. Actually, need a bit more white. Decided. Where's my insane detail brush? So I know you can't see this. Doing quite well here. Yeah. Now I think I'll leave his the white. Right. Wash it. I mean, I could cheat and do an all over wash, but you know, That is cheating a bit, I think. No, we'll get him done in this time frame. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I think in an hour you can get a fairly decent. Well, when I say we'll get him done, we'll get him to the point where I can just finish him off after the session, after the video. Because the other two I did, I get for Crane and Carson Sinclair. I'll go get used to the names. Because yeah, I'm just going to need to get to know them, aren't I? Get to know the names, get to know what they can do and stuff. I did with Zombicide. I got to know them fairly well, I suppose. And it would only take me like a session of playing that game to re-familiarise myself with it again. I haven't played Zombicide in such a long time. I should really. I can play that on my own too. Okay. Yeah. So we've got a bit of base on just the usual Astro Granite what I've mentioned in previous videos. That's all bought Astro Granite. I'll just go around the edge, make sure it's not overhanging. I'll paint the lip of that black once it's a bit dry. I'll just make sure there's nothing. Right. I'm texting my wife because I don't want her to feel I was dismissive of her earlier. There we go. There. Pachow. Right. So I'm quite excited that I've done him. Washes next. I'm thinking I will see on the Barbarian. I did P3 wash because it's kind of a browner wash, but I don't know if it's, is that any better? No, not really. It's kind of a browner wash. I don't know if it's any better at all or not. But yeah, it's a browner wash to give him a browner skin tone. And whilst, you know, I wanted him to have a fairly brown skin tone with this guy, this priest, I don't want it to be as brown as the Barbarian. So, right, because the flesh shade is next. So let's pop this wash onto you, good sir. As he's a game board piece, I may not need to do any further highlights because it's not like a Warhammer figure where you do that, and where the heroic scale lends itself to that with the big fingers and hands and that. Actually, I'll put this wash over the cross as well. There, so that's that. I think I will leave his eyes. Yes, I think I'm going to leave his eyes. That's the shade wash for his trousers. Not his trousers. What am I on about? His skin. I said trousers because I was thinking I'll do the trousers next. I will indeed. How's my hillbilly? He's alright. I did a bit of him yesterday. I did a bit of basting on him yesterday. I can do that whilst I'm waiting for stuff to dry here, can't I? I can finish off the basting on him. Yeah, so get the basing done on him. I know I've got to level it out in front of his feet and behind his feet and that. Alright, so let's try and get rid of this sort of step that he's got here. There. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. And again, do you know I'm really not a fan of sneezing? I don't think anybody is, but yeah, I hate it. I do hate it. God. Right, we're at 51 minutes. I've got the wash on his skin done here. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do all the washes like on the base or anything, but I'm thinking, yeah, his hair does not need a wash. I've got highlights to do obviously on his robes, which I will do. I'm going to pop some Carroburg Crimson, or shall I use, no, Carroburg Crimson on his sash. That's, if I can find it, here we go. Carroburg Crimson. Oh, excuse me for sniffing. Right. Carroburg Crimson. Let's go. That's going to go on his sash. And we'll make it look amazing. Yeah, I love the game mechanic of Zombicide. I think it's going to be a hard one to top for solo play, but we'll see how it pans out in Mansions of Madness. I've heard a lot of people say the first edition they liked it, but they never went back to it because I don't know, there's something about it, and I think that was the lack of the co-op option. That's what I think. So this is Father Mateus. Mateo, not Mateos, not Mateus, Mateo. Father Mateo. I don't know why I said Mateus. Right. Agro exertion. Oh, that's the. Is that the only one I've got? I think it is. It's definitely been used anyway. Okay. And this is where you're thankful you put thin coats of paint on, because it leaves the recesses for the wash to pool into, and that's good. Yeah. So how many paints are we on him though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So yeah, that isn't bad. I'm really liking that. I've got to be careful though with the Nuln Oil. I don't want it to drip down too much. I've got to be really careful. I think I'll still go with the character brush. Right, so let's do that then. Have I got a new Nuln Oil? Just make sure. Yes, I have. Okay. Right. Okay, so like I say, we don't want to push it too much. You know, because in the old days I would have just picked up a big brush and slapped it on, but no. Gotta be a bit more precise with it now. It will darken his robes a bit as well. And I really need it to be drying so that I can put some highlights on. I can see bits of paint spatter going on the cutting mat as I'm working my way around here. Let's do the front here. I won't bother doing underneath, there's really no point. Just enough for it to pool in the recesses, but not enough to run amok, as it were. Run amok. I've heard that expression for a long time. Alright, okay. I think that's probably going to be as far as I can go today with him. Well, in this video, I should say, with you. And that is good. Because he's, say he was dry, do a few grey highlights on him. Maybe touch up the skin. I don't know if I'll bother. It's just a game board piece. Shade wash the base, dry brush the base, and then do a layer of black around the rim of the base, and that is it. So I'm gonna end it there. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of On the Bench. I hope you like the camera angle. I think it's a bit easier for me to do at that angle rather than having it there. I was always knocking the tripod with my chair, and it was always getting in the way. So I think it's going to be a bit easier if I can do it this angle, and possibly for tutorials as well. I'm going to carry on for a bit more, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So let me know what you're working on, put it down in those comments below, and I hope you're having a good day, a great day. Hope everything's alright with you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.